A retired soldier was riding a high-speed train when he suddenly noticed a strange man on the platform. The guy had just finished a phone call, then snapped his phone in half and tossed it in the trash. First, but didn't think much of it. But as a veteran, his instincts for danger were razor sharp. Not long after the train departed, he noticed a nervous-looking crew member pacing through each car and glancing around. She kept knocking subtly on the bathroom doors. Bud realized his kids were on board, so to prevent anything from going wrong, he got up and approached the crew member, revealing his identity as a former police officer. After confirming her credentials, she pulled him into the staff room.
British Transport Police have put out an alert on a possible suicide bomber attempting to board a London-bound service. We've been ordered to stop the train at Barnet Shed. It's SO19.
SCO19.
They're going to board the train.
How long till we get there?
7 minutes.
Although armed forces were waiting at the next station, Bud knew that if the bomber was already hiding in a bathroom and sensed anything was off, they'd probably detonate the bomb without hesitation. Looking at his kids peacefully sleeping in their seats, Bud decided to take action. First, he identified the bathroom where the suspect might be hiding, then stepped into the corridor and called the crew member. Told her, "As soon as I give the word, open the door. I'll grab the suspect and throw them off the train." It was the same man Bud saw at the station, but turns out the guy was just using the restroom. Seeing nothing suspicious, Bud told the crew the threat was cleared and headed to the bathroom himself to calm his nerves. But then he saw a woman wearing Middle Eastern clothing, so he immediately started speaking in her native language. That seemed to help. Her emotions slowly began to settle. While she was calmer, Bud called the crew to begin evacuating nearby passengers. By that time, the train had already arrived at the station. SWAT teams had surrounded the area. There was even a sniper hidden nearby. They stormed onto the train shouting, demanding Bud step out of the bathroom, but he didn't move. Instead, he told Nadia to raise her hands and hug him tightly, to block the sniper's line of sight. When they finally stepped out together, Bud held onto her and refused to let go. He knew it was the only way to keep her alive. Seeing this, the officers called in the bomb squad. With Bud by her side, Nadia carefully removed the detonator through her sleeve, then slowly unbuckled the bomb vest. Once everything was safe, Bud held her hand and walked her off the train. As they turned around, they saw the man who had forced Nadia into this was now in police custody. All threats had finally been eliminated, but no one knew this was just the beginning of a much bigger conspiracy.